Hi everyone, I'm George Farrar and welcome back to Exploring with George. I'm standing on the northeast corner of Broadway at Park Boulevard. It's the morning of Sunday, February 21st, 2021. I've got a lot to bring you here on the channel. Let's start with some trolley action, shall we? It's a nice warm Sunday morning, clear day. My goal today is to bring you as much as I can of life on Broadway from Park Boulevard all the way to Broadway Pier and even more. You'll be seeing a variety of shows on the channel, and this is the first one of those shows. I'm going to do as I did on 1st Avenue a while back. I'm going to walk it straight down Broadway, and you're just going to see it in shorter increments of around 20 to 30 minutes. That's my goal till we get down to the pier. I guess in my heart, I've always wanted to make it big on Broadway. Let's see if I can make it big on Broadway here in San Diego. At Park Boulevard, Sunday morning, February 21st, 2021. Let's do this thing. I don't know if the schedule will appear visible to you. It says no real-time information available. So, looks like a nice thing out there. Okay. One thing that's ubiquitous around downtown and really all over San Diego County are the 7-Elevens. A little more info in this one. So by my smartphone, it is 10:09 Pacific time, February 21st, 2021. At 11th Avenue in Broadway. looks like the whiskey people got this corner pretty locked up. I guess I'm partial to the Jack Daniels. If it's one thing I'm noticing about downtown San Diego, it's a mix and match of different places, which makes it all the more interesting, right? I'd like to go live on this YouTube channel, and YouTube has great plans for me. They'll be turning live on YouTube on this channel in the year 2525. So if you're ever around, maybe we can do it then. Just kidding, but they are very stingy on YouTube, and social media people, you know, they only want their certain people on. You know, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of people talk about a lot of things, you know, and we all have to live with the consequences of what goes on locally, state, and federal. But you know, America's future is your choice, and there it is. It says to vote. So we're heading down a more shaded, about to emerge into some sun out here on Broadway. I like this glass window here on the El Dorado Cocktail Lounge. In fact, I love this setup. Boy, nice. Here we are at 10th. We're in the city center. Live life centered. I like to think my life is pretty well centered here today. Very convenient to get around San Diego County on the trolley. If you're a bus person, there's plenty of buses around. Now, an interesting icon here, Neighborhood Watch, Program in Force, and you see these things all around. Now, this is kind of the old school icon of I remember growing up. I remember growing up and knowing that was the bad man and not to do bad things. So you got to watch out for the bad people, no matter where you are. But they say especially downtown, but the bad people are here, there, and everywhere. Got some interesting stuff coming up here. Look at this. Now this is what I really like, you know, a melding of nature in with architecture. Really nice. I guess this is condos. I'm just guessing, I don't know. Looks like you got some retail down here on the ground floor. And over here. Again, a nice hodgepodge. different places. Broadway. Heading west. And we're at 9th. You can see Petco Park from here. Pigeons scouring the parking lot. Grounds are for breakfast. Alright, I gotta take a detour. I gotta move across the street and then down. Zoom in some more when I get across the street. We're at 8th Avenue and Broadway, headed west towards Broadway Pier. So I know that the building that we're looking at right now is an old building. It's been around for a good while.
Do we snake down?
Yeah,
I'll blast this area here.
So we're walking towards 7th. So over a block or two over is Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Nice thing about Broadway, it looks like there's a lot of bus activity, so if you ever have to hop a bus, This looks to be the place to do it. San Diego Union Tribune building. I'll try to zoom in more on this one here. Fascinates me. It calls out to me and it says, "George, film me. Film me, George, film me." So I will. Detailed architecture, the artistry that was put into buildings. I mean, let's just take a look. We can now, standing here at Broadway and 7th, we can go ahead and I'm going to zoom back out for just a second, and then I'll zoom back in. But I want to just pan to you, and we can see all the, what you might call modern architecture, which, at the time, a lot of these types of buildings that we're looking at, the San Diego Union Tribune building, kind of box architecture, just, pack a bunch of people in a box and call it a building. That was something that was very predominant in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s. Maybe a little bit more flair, a little bit more dynamism. We'll see some more literally down the road shortly. But when you look at that, you can take a nice, good cross comparison of what we see, and then you can take a look at this amazing building, which I'll find out what this is. It's really incredible. I'm really impressed. You can tell when you're filming a good building by the fact that you might project, you might have to spend a good 5-10 minutes getting a good zoom. Look at this. Think of the man hours it took, because these buildings were, monuments to progress. I mean, if you look back at further back when these buildings were constructed. What they meant at the time. Anyone can throw up an office building. Here's the thing about being downtown is you're always having to zigzag. You think you're going to do a straight line. No, you're not. You're not going to do a straight line on Broadway. Why would you? So I'm going to zigzag back. I'm going to zigzag back to Broadway and back onto the other side of Broadway here at 7th. And now would be a good time for me to invite you to our next show on the channel. So check me out on the other side.